good afternoon, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard another Charlie 31 departure. Good to see you there. We are getting ready to fly Sun Country from Tulsa up to Minneapolis. We'll get Captain Russell, or Bravo 737 as you guys know him, from Tulsa up to Minneapolis for FlightSim Expo. Did this earlier today with Captain Jack. He's already up there enjoying some time in Minneapolis. Now it's time for Captain Russell to head on up to Minneapolis. So we're going to climb on board the aircraft. We got the stairs up to it. We are here in Tulsa. Let's go on the big overhead. Get the nav situated. And let's see, should go align. There we go. We are on power, so we're good to go there. So, all right, back down into the flight deck. We can get GSX going as well. So let's get them moving. Let's request boarding. No pushback. We would love the crew to join us. All right, so there we have it. Looking over the aircraft, everything's looking a-okay. We're looking all right there. Flaps are up, gear is down, speed brake is down, engine switches are off, throttles are at idle. We are looking pretty good right there. So in the overhead, we'll go take a look at the overhead. We're doing okay here. All right, I'll turn the in-flight entertainment back on. So, and we are good all the way through here, here. And we're doing okay. All right, the aircraft is set and ready for us to start programming. Let's grab Navigraph while we are sitting here, and we will load our flight into Navigraph and unload that one. Import flight from SimBrief, Tulsa to MSP. Let's see what runway they gave us. Runway 30 left from the Blue Moon 5. We will do the ILS, runway 30 left from Hampton. Let's make sure. Yep, that's a good one from Hampton. Very similar to what we did with Captain Jack earlier today. So we are good to go there. We're going to depart runway 18 left. And I think they only have one departure. So if we depart runway 18 left, that will be to the south. And I don't know. Let's we'll just do the Tulsa 1 departure. Add that to route. Then we will turn around. We won't even go to Tulsa. There we go. There it is. So it should be a quick little left turn. We'll make a, what do you think, left or right turn? We won't worry about that. So we've got all of that going for now. So here we go. Let's go get the FMC programmed up. So we can clear that up. Position initialization. We are KTUL. Drop that in there. We'll grab our GPS coordinates, bring that over, drop it in our route. We are going to drop KTUL right there, request our flight plan from SimBrief, set our payload, set our fuel, select our route, and there we go. Perfect. Passengers are starting to get on the aircraft. I want to thank you guys for flying along with me. We're going to go ahead and load that. And we can pull you all the way over here as far as you'll go. There we go. And we should be loaded. So we're going to depart 18 left on the Tulsa 1. And we are going to arrive ILS runway 30 left, Hampton, and we're on the Blue 5. Oh, which one was it? We are on the Blue 5 Oopie. There we go. So our route should be in there. So we can go ahead and click that, activate, and execute. Onto our perf init. Let's bring our flight plan up and hide that for you. So we're going to be going to 390. Drop that in there while we are here. Our zero fuel weight is 121.8, 121.8. Reserves today will be 5.2. Cost index of 8, and our cruise wind is 255 at 66. There we go. With that, we can go ahead and execute that, and let's get rid of that. Onto our N1 limits, and to do this, we're going to have to get rid of you and go right over here to our perf tool, 18 left. Import, 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 and 2979. Let's calculate that. We can do a takeoff 2, select temperature of 43. Takeoff 2, 43. And let's go to our takeoff page, flaps 5. 5.16, that's good. 138, 38, 42. With that, we are set up 142. There we go. And what is our runway heading? I know, you're giving us grief about that. Runway heading is 180. We'll confirm that. There we go. Get our flight directors on LNAV and VNAV, and now we can go to our legs page. Make that one little correction. We'll do vectors. We'll actually just turn around, go direct to CNU, and we are good. Unable at lazy. We're good. We're fine for now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just need to wait for all these passengers to get on board. We'll continue getting the aircraft set up. And there you have it. Let's go out and take a look. We're flying Sun Country. They're doing a good job. They are pushed back and on their way out to the runway. So we can, while we're out here, we'll bring up the airport chart. There we go. Runway 18 left. I would expect we'll just push back, taxi up here, Juliet, to runway 18 left. Been on that route a couple times, so it should be fairly normal for us, but you'll see that. That's that taxiway right there. Crosses the runway 826, and we will be good to go. Let me confirm we are up on FlightSim. We are. Denver, Fort Worth, Memphis. We are not in any of those. So we'll go here. Let me do this. Yeah, we are just outside of most of the airspace. We will stay outside of most of the airspace until all the way up into Minneapolis. So pretty quick flight for us today. Let's go ahead and get you closed, and we'll hop back in the old airplane. So we are at a point, well, let's double check. So we've got boarding passengers now, 83% of our bags. All right, let's do this. Let's plan our pushback. So we can push back. We'll push back tail right, nose left, and that'll put us there. We can make a quick 270, and we'll left 270. We'll be out of here as soon as you like. A little bit of weather there just north of the airport. All right. Fly too high. All right. We are going to go ahead. Let's take a look, see if it's got us a number there. Nope. Boarding passengers now. We're doing all right. No, we don't want to complete. We're good. There we go. All right. We are going to, let's look at, oh, do I not have this side set up? I don't. So if I go here and then go directly across the hallway, let's go to this one. This one looks a little better. There you go. And we set this to 7. There we go. Doing all right. Let's see if that's the view. Actually, I think we've got everybody on board, so we will go 1 forward. How's this look? There, that's a little better. Haha. There we go. Bravo 737, welcome aboard. Look at that view, pal. That look familiar to you? All right. So let's go to the other side. Let's go into the flight deck. We've got everybody on board. Let's get the APU turned on. There we go. Fuel pumps on. Once the APU gets fired up, we're going up to 390. 390, correct? I think that's what we put. And Minneapolis is 850. There we go. Let's get people in their seats. And APU is firing off. Not sure what Control C is. Clicked something. Flying bison. All right. We should have the APU on available now. There we go. With that, we can go like this. Perfect. Enjoy the flight. We'll be right behind you. We're on aircraft power, so we can get everything else that we need over here. We're good there. Let's get that going. We have air coming to us. We are ready to go. Anti-collision light coming on. And we want the CTAF for the beautiful KTUL. That will be 121.2. One to 1.2. There we go. All right, and let's get GSX working for us. Prepare for pushback and departure. It is closed. There you go. Toga. I'll get to feel that here in about 7 minutes. Well, probably a little more than that, but we're good. Pushback coming up. Here we go. All right, we can also go over here and get our ground stuff. We can release that. And we can go ahead and remove the chocks as well. All right, we just need to get the A-OK, and we will do a pushback tail right, nose left. Here we go. Tulsa traffic, Sun Country 1746 pushing off the stand, Alpha 2, Tulsa. Cool. Why would you park the air stair there? All right, with that, let's get number 2 rolling. I have no idea what's going on with this guy. Our pushback driver's a little nuts. All right. Back in the flight deck, let's get number 1 going. Okay. I didn't get anything. What do you need? Okay. All right, give me just a moment here, folks. No. I don't get that email. What? Give me just a second here, folks. All right, give me just a minute, folks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. Let's recage. Where are we at? We are, wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we'll just make it right 270 and follow that line out there. Okay, so with that, we are all set. We can go with that. Let's go to the overhead and we can get you set, you set. You're there, you're set. We can get you there, you there, you there. You're set, done, and APU Gen 1, there we go. And we are good. We can go ahead and get the APU shut down. Perfect. All right, here we go. Tulsa traffic, Sun Country, 1746 taxiing runway 18 left via Juliet, Tulsa. All right, here we go. A little bit of power, add some taxi lights. Brakes work. Well, that's the movement, non-movement area boundary marking. There we go. Beautiful sunset departure out of Tulsa, and I do have some photos. Let's see what we've got. So we will do a right turn. There we go. We got it. Right turn on the departure. Tulsa traffic, Sun Country 1746, crossing runway 826, Tulsa. Here we go, folks. There's the runway guard lights. Let's get all our lights going. We'll get you to strobe and Tulsa traffic, Sun Country 1746, clear runway 826. Chugging right along. Here we go, folks. flight attendants prepare for departure. Tulsa traffic, Sun Country 1746, lining up, runway 18 left, Tulsa. And here we go, folks. We are cleared for takeoff as well. Entering the runway, we can go ahead and arm the auto throttles. %, power, or let it get up there, stabilize. Tulsa traffic, Sun Country 1746, departing runway 18 left. Right turn back to the north, Tulsa. And Toga. Hey, firm, Captain Jack. Tony's on his way. Like maybe 20 minutes behind him.
Okay.
Gear up.
Delivery.
Excellent. Welcome, Captain Jack. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're having fun up there. Have you met anybody yet? And with that, we are heading select. We'll go right turn. Coming around 360. Ah, that looks familiar right there. Oh. Beautiful Tulsa Airport. Twilight shine, reflections off the buildings there. We're on our way to Minneapolis, folks. I'll bet. Long day travel. With that, we're going to go direct to CNU. And go like this. Nav. Folks, we're on our way. at Lazy, so we could go to Lazy 280. So what are they asking for? Blue end 280, 280, 280, 10,000 or above. What do we got? 9,000 at 250. Seven, 6, 4,000 at Abe's. This looks awfully familiar, this little part. All right, 4,000, and we'll get that set here in just a minute. Folks, here we are. I don't know about you, but that's a screenshot right there. Traffic on, get the range out a little bit. Top of climbing about 100 miles. Flaps are up. We can get our after takeoff checks coming through 10. There we go. We're going way up. 390. My bad. Forgot to get that set. All right. We'll pop up above the clouds, get some bright sunshine in the old flight deck here. Next stop, Minneapolis. We should be on the ground. 0253. About an hour and 20 minutes. Screenshots here. Killing it. Switch to the other side. That's going to be beautiful. Look at that. Nice. I'll send you some stuff I got from... look at that. Perfect. Oh yeah, I need to know what gate to park at here. Let's see. York, how are you, man? Dude, they are sick. It's looking legit. Look at that. Another screenshot. Killing it. Seems like I'm the only one posting stuff up on Discord. It's amazing. Oh yeah, let me post those up on the old Discord. Here we go, into the old Discord. I'm winning this week's screenshot contest. Too legit to quit. You matched up 004. Oh, runway 30 is 301. We're doing all right. Just about 85 miles to our top of climb. We're doing well, climbing up through 240. Haha. 410. Let me see if I can get up there. Alright, climb, cruise. Max 410, optimal 439. I think we'll stay at 39. A little wobbly there. Let's see what else is going on. Still no mini center, so we'll just ground and ATIS. So we'll go look at the ATIS. FlightSim arrival. Arrival information Delta 2969, ILS 30 left, approach in use. Runway 422 close. Approach near. Read back hold short instructions. All assigned altitude. All aircraft taxi with transponder and altitude encoding on. There was a huge line of airplanes flying in this afternoon. Let's see if we got anybody else coming into MSP. Got one. I don't see much coming our way. LA. I've only got one more plane I have to deal with. WWA. Who's WWA? Wizz Air? Denver Center's on. Taking care of a bunch of airplanes. Got some F-15s over there. Let's see if they've got any of those. Nope, nothing else. All right, folks. I want to thank you guys for flying along with me. Captain Russell, enjoy your flight. Captain Jack, enjoy your night's rest. York, put some salt on those toes and let the sharks nibble on it. Go for a swim. Ah, okay. Well, dang, but okay. But that take you 2 days to get there, or 2 days to get back? Or do you push through in 1 day? Sun Country colors for the win. Okay. Not bad at all. You have favorite spots to stop in between? Just gonna pipe the cheese out of that. Pipe the cheese out of those. Fire. There we go. We're back at it. Top of the top climb coming up here shortly, just about 4,000, 3,000 feet or so. Be a nice evening approach into Minneapolis. And let's see if I can pick that up. Yeah, that's a nice thing about and you have your RV, so you're good. I'm gonna go here. Just trying to figure out what gate to park at once we get to Minneapolis. Captain Russell, if you're listening, I need a gate once you figure it out. H1 through 16. So we can go look at that while we are flying along. Top of climb coming up in about 1,000 feet. Should get the audible. 900 feet. There we go. Copy that. Terminal 2, we're gonna pick, what do you think? Hotel 8? We'll go to Hotel 8. All right, we'll be landing 30 left. Expect a left exit, and we'll go to taxiway Delta or Charlie. Exit left, exit left. There, look at that. Oh, jeez. Just beautiful scenes today, folks. Beautiful. And since we are there, one 124.7, I believe. Let's go into vPilot, confirm that. One 126.7. Oh, that's departure tower. 126.7. There we go. One 126.7. There we go, looking good. 21.2, and let's go look at our arrival. 110.3, 301. Pin 3 is in there. We're doing okay. 7107. Looking pretty good. And 301 is our course. So back over. Let's look at our arrival. Our localizer. 1023 is our altitude. Ten 23 set for our minimums. We are good to go there. We'll go auto brake 3. And I think we did 247 the first time. We'll see if Sun Country can keep it a little softer. Let's go look at our winds. 7 knot crosswind, 6 knot headwind. Alright, let's look at our charts. Let's go to our weather. METAR is showing 250 at 9, so just a little bit off our left, looking okay. Flying over Kansas City right now. Let's go take a look at that. There's the airport. Oh, there it is. City Airport right there. MCI. No worries, pal. Have fun at the expo. I appreciate you watching when you can. How's Mai and your boy? They doing all right? They excited to be going to Paisley Park? I don't know when Mike's flying, or he's probably already up there. Miggity Mike, he's probably flying. But Vegas to Minneapolis, maybe on a Sun Country, not sure. Owls, don't know. Who else? Who else do we have? Pat 738 came through Denver on United, so flew Denver to Minneapolis on United about the same time you did, Jack. So, yeah. Trying to think of who else would be there. You never know. You might get a surprise visit from Arcade Mac. He always just shows up where we go. Yay. Good to hear, man. And sun's setting, so we'll get our logo light going as well. See the reflection right there? Look at that. Oh, that is legit. Copy. Oh, here, I got these for you, York. love Eglin. Eglin. Jeez. Eglin. Here's ground controller on. One, 2, 1, 9. Tyler, what's going on? What's going to be on your video, man? Thanks for stopping by, giving me a thumbs up. I appreciate you. Alright, so we can go all the way down to 4,000 feet. Top of descent's coming in our range. We'll just dial that down now. Sweet. How's your summer going, pal? Three of them, yeah, from New Orleans. United did a United Veterans Day at their hangar. They had the 3 F-15s, they had a C-130, KC-135, and a couple other little ones, Lakota helicopter. It was pretty cool. H4. Yeah, it was pretty cool being able to. I've got my F-15 parking only. All others will be vaporized sign. Vaporized sign. Taco King, how are you, man? Taco King, I'm so mad at you, but I'm not really. Since you were on earlier, I had to have tacos for dinner. Killing me, Smalls. But Taco King, how are you, man? Good to have you here. Just giving you some grief. Love tacos. I could eat tacos every day. I really could. My family would not like me. I think they would get bored of tacos every day. And then, let me see here. I think I have each of you. Taco King, I sent you a friend request on Discord.
Minneapolis traffic, what's been 242 and 6 miles from the circle for the right approach.
All right, that guy checked in. That's about the only other traffic we have to worry about.
There is a tower online if you didn't know that. I only see ground online for Minneapolis. Sorry about that, my chart is outdated. Okay.
All right. Oh, yeah. We are less than 45 minutes away from being on the ground. Hotel 4, Terminal 2. miles from our top of descent. Let's go in there. Progress. Let's see what we can do about getting this. Let's go 170 for now. 0.11. There we go. Alright, null nav, VNav, everything's doing good. Then we do our landing check. So landing dispatch, 30 left, import and import. Weather's looking 29.7. We can calculate that. So 144. 145 at flaps 30. We are all set, but the singing. Unable 280 at lazy. Alright, so let's go in and see what we can do about that. We're going to go straight to the FMC, go to our legs page, we'll go 280B. We're doing all right. Farbo, no fold, Candy, Captain. There we go. We're doing all right. So 7,000, 6,000, 3,000 at Narco. So we can actually bring that down to 3,000. Set. Oh, what is that? Ah. Learn something new every day. There you go. Alright. So, we are flying along well. Because we're in Sunset.
Minneapolis traffic, question 242, 5 mile final, flight 30 right, Minneapolis.
We'll go look out the other side. You see the sunset over there. Kind of sounds like we're underwater too with this view. We'll just hang out in this view until we hit our top of descent and start going down. Dang it, I need those. Nice. We're just chugging along 390 right now. We're just about ready to start our descent. There we go. Slow down before you go down. Man, watch my overnight flight. It'll put you right to sleep. I mean, since I got you, Taco King, on the overnight flights that you watch, do you like the music or just the sound of the airplane? Do you like having a little bit of low music going as well? And do you like looking at the flight deck or do you like looking out the window? Well, thanks. Whoa. Whoa. So, for the longest time, the F-15 has been my favorite airplane. I just got to see a bunch of F-15s, my all-time favorite airplane. Just reinforced. Oh, thanks, man. I like doing them. They're a lot of fun. But then I just realized that a couple weeks ago, I put that big 15 as my backdrop. Correlations, huh? No such thing as that's just serendipitous is what that is. Happy accident is what it is. Yeah, seeing those airplanes, being that close to them and watching them land and taxi along, the noise they make is the best sound. I don't care how deaf you become listening to it, it is the best sound around. And look at that. I got a 15 back there. Interesting. Crashing Calvin, I am. Sun Country 1746. We are currently on our descent into Minneapolis. We're going to be on the Blue M5 on our way to Opie. Nice. F4 is a good plane. It's heavy though. Alright, let's get our range back a little bit. 80 miles. Coming through 300 into 2280 now. With that, we can go ahead and arm our speed brakes. I still love the Starship. The Starship was the plane when I saw that plane in the 80s when they were, oh, that thing was incredible. But in all honesty, the F-15 has always been my, well, between that and the SR-71, all-time favorite airplane. I knew I'd never get to fly an F-15, but no, the Starship, corporate aviation in the Starship, that was going to be the shit. I just flew the Starship 2 weeks ago, or yeah, 2 weeks ago. Man. Oh, Leslie, what's going on, pal? What are you disguising? What you got, Leslie? Appreciate you stopping by. Dude, you have to jump on it. It is so cool. You got it. We'll fly the Starship all over the place. I did the Route 66 route when Tony was doing, he was driving his Trans Am in the Route 66 thing. There's not enough time in a day for me to fly all the airplanes I want to fly, but man, that F-15's pretty legit. There was also a book I read, Day of the Cheetah. I think it's Dale Brown. And the F-15 was kind of the hero of the book, hero plane of the book. It was like a V-stall test platform. Had cannons and everything. I'm doing good, Leslie. Just unsubscribe, resubscribe, and then hit the notification bell. Sometimes YouTube does that. Yeah, it's definitely a high workload airplane, which is fun if you're used to it. Meaning, yeah, that was the kind of flying I did when I was flying, was mostly analog stuff, some digital things popped in there, but it's so much fun. It's just like the King Air. If you went to the analog King Air, I appreciate that, Leslie. Thanks, man. All right, we're coming up on a little too fast is what we're coming up on. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Exactly like the 35. Both of those planes, I love flying. I haven't flown the Lear 35 in a little while. I need to get into, well, I don't have the 24 version of that. So that's why I've kind of shied away from the 35. All right. Oh, we can do that. Let's go here. We'll go runway 30 left. Drop that there. /5. /10. Works out with a couple of waypoints, so you'll see that once we look at it. And we're set there. Coming up on 18,000 feet. We'll go back to standard altitude reporting. We'll set our Colesman window correctly. Leslie, I'll be doing an overnight flight tonight from Gatwick to Minneapolis, kind of linking UK is going to do their FS Expo UK in Bristol. So we'll fly from Gatwick to Minneapolis. Just tie it up, give me a long 8.5-hour flight. Got somebody out there for my airport. Ah, they're climbing out. Perfect. I do not see anybody else coming in. Oh, I do. A330, 511. I'm doing nice. That's the point, Leslie. We'll depart around midnight Denver time, so 0600 Zulu. So with that, we are here. Let's arm those. Perfect. We can bring it back one more. Blue end, here we go. Hammer, Farbo, no fold. Perfect. Bravo 737, welcome to Minneapolis. Enjoy FlightSim Expo. Hope you have a great time. You get checked into your hotel, grab yourself a little nap. Also, if anybody on stream is going to be at FlightSim Expo 26 in Minneapolis, Saturday morning around 8 o'clock, you can go over to Citizen at the Intercontinental Hotel and meet Captain Russell. So he'll be posting a little shindig there. If you go over to the Bravo 737 website and or Discord, you'll see a link to register if you want to join in for breakfast, or if you just want to go say hi. But yeah, definitely go over to Citizen in the Intercontinental Hotel Saturday morning, 8 a.m. before everything gets kicked off over at the Expo, and meet up with some other streamers, some other content creators, and yeah, say hi to Captain Russell. Tell him Charlie 31 sent you. All right, coming up on 10,000 feet. I will be on the ground in about 19 minutes. Let's take a look at that. 53, so 13 minutes. Just coming down through 11K, Cap Russell. Like say 250, 250 Bravo. There we go. Execute that. Beauty. All right, level on out. 10,000 feet. Let's get everything set up for our arrival. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Flight attendants, prepare for arrival. Sorry, I'll get your screen there. Let's see, there it is. What's the FMC yelling at me for now? Drag required. All right. We're doing okay, folks. Airport's right there. What are we, 20 miles out? There we go. Minneapolis traffic, Sun Country, 1746, 20 miles out to join the ILS runway 30 left, Minneapolis. All right, speed brake are armed. Don't forget to look out the window, see if I taxi into Hotel 4. It'll be the third time today you've seen this arrival. The winds do not appear to be as particular as they were earlier. So don't forget, we're going to go ahead and clear ourselves to land now. Landing lights on. Gear's still up, so they won't see that. Well, we're in an 800, so we should not. Wow. So, landing lights are on. Here we go. That way I can mess with all the stuff over here. There's our runway. Minneapolis traffic, Sun Country 1746, 15 miles out for the ILS 30 left, Minneapolis. And out. Go do a quick double check, make sure there's nobody. Localizer glide slope captured. Here we go. Flap set. Ground is 121.9.
$2,500.
26 knots off the nose. Let's get our flight path vector up there, see how much it's knocking us around. A little bit. Yeah, any of this look familiar, Captain Russell? Minneapolis traffic, Sun Country 1746, 5 miles out, ILS 30 left, Minneapolis. Still got 20 knots off the nose.
1,000.
My controls.
Approaching minimum.
Continuing.
2 minimum. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
123. What are we coming up on, Delta? There we go. Minneapolis traffic, Sun Country 1746, clear runway 30 left, taxi to the gate. Minneapolis ground, Sun Country 1746, clearing runway 30 left on Delta.
Sun Country 1746, Minneapolis ground. Good evening. Taxi to Terminal 2 via Delta.
Via Delta Terminal 2, gate Hotel 4. Appreciate you being on, Sun Country 1746. There we go, folks. Welcome to Minneapolis. I want to thank you for flying along with me, Captain Russell, Captain Jack, York, Taco King, Tyler Rocks, Tyler Pubbing. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Leslie, thanks for being here. Always a good time. We'll be back here in about 2.5 hours. Gonna take a couple minutes, hang out with the pup. She's right here. Just enjoy the rest of my evening. And then we'll get our flight from Gatwick to Minneapolis in. Probably do runway 30 right this time. So thanks for flying along, folks. Captain Russell, Captain Jack. Enjoy FlightSim Expo. Keep me posted. Do some live from the front lines of Expo if you want. We can drop those in. We'll do some flights. We'll try and keep it entertaining for you. But yeah, keep me posted. You guys have fun. Until later, have a great night, guys. I'm going to taxi into the gate here, Hotel 4. 123. Not bad. All right, York, we'll see you. We'll probably talk to you here and there over the weekend. Well, probably not. You're driving. Be safe, York. Have a good trip back. Don't feed any sharks. We'll catch you on the next one. Alright, we should have everybody up on the APU now. There we go. You guys are off. Where you just, there we go. Which one do you think's H4? Alright, there it is. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thanks, Captain Jack. I appreciate that. Copy, pal. There we go. We can go ahead and get these engines powered off.
Sun Country 1746, thanks for flying Mini. Have a good night. See ya.
And Sun Country 46, thanks for being here. Have a good night. Enjoy the expo. There we go. We can get you there. And all right, looking on the overhead, we are all set. Let's get GSX doing some work for us. Let's grab that jetway, operate jetway. Very good parking. Sweet. On to the overhead. All right, with that, we can go there. You're good. You can do that. We can have you go here, and packs are good. We have some air going. We're doing pretty good there. Logo light's still on position. Mechanic collision. We are set. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for flying along with me, Captain Jack, and I appreciate you guys being here. Leslie, I appreciate that. We will see you shortly, man. Thanks for being here. Go have some good food. Thank you, sir. Again, that's going to do it for us. We are on the ground here in Minneapolis. I appreciate you guys flying along. Captain Russell, have fun. Appreciate it. I like flying along with you. That was a lot of fun. Interesting. Kind of see what you saw compared to what was happening IRL. Additionally, enjoy your, get settled into your hotel. Get a good night's rest. Get a shower in. And we'll catch you guys later. Have fun at Sim Expo, and I want to thank you guys for being here. That's going to do it for me. We'll be back here in about 2.5 hours, and we'll be from Gatwick to Minneapolis. Thanks, Captain Jack. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you guys being here.